Hello, lovely people of the interwebs. This is a ranked Dominaria draft. Just went up today. I am barely clawing on to any respectable mythic rating nowadays, but thank you for joining. Let's see if I can draft this set decently well. All right, well, we opened a pretty nice pick from what I can recall. It's been a bit since I played Dominaria. There's a lot of good cards in this pack. Icy Manipulator can go into any deck, and it's a pretty busted artifact. You can just tap down basically any permanent, which is very strong. Same with Urza's Tome. If it goes into a long game, this is nice card advantage. Untear's Wings can just break a game wide open if you kind of bait out the removal, then just drop this on some semi-threatening creature. But Ariel, Knight of Windgrace. 4/4 visions for 4, which is great. You can create night tokens, and then you can basically tap a number of untapped night tokens to destroy target creature with power X or less. So I think this is gonna be the pick. It's a gold card to pick up early. Maybe Icy Manipulator is the better tone pick, but this is just such a high ceiling on this. The Whisper Blood Liturgist is fine. So the black and white cards in this pack, Call the Cavalry, which is actually a really nice synergy with this because it creates 2 knights, and then so all of a sudden you have multiple knights to tap in, destroy target creature with power X or less with. There's some good equipment in Jousting Lance and Short Sword, Skittering Surveyor with his or her little spider telescope eye. It can go to any deck, find your land. Valid Omnivore is good if you have a lot of things to sack. Wizard's Lightning is just a very solid card. I'm gonna go for Call the Cavalry here. I like the synergy, and I think white black is a pretty strong color combination in this set. So here, Gilded Lotus is not what we're trying to do. We can go for the Disciple. We can go for the Cabal Paladin, which is another knight, but also another 4-drop. Cards that aren't in our current color pairs. Atlanta Werewolves is always good, while Onslaught is a nice finisher for a green deck. I think I'm just going to go for the Cabal Paladin. Actually, I'll go for the Sarah Disciple. No. I'm going to go for the Disciple here. I like 2 drops, can do some damage attacking. Whenever you gain life, you draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life for each 1 life lost, exile permanent card. Oh, interesting. I don't know what's going on with that. It seems complicated and very situational. I think I'm just going to go for the tapper here. We're not necessarily have to be in black. We could splash for something. Hazardous Bombardment's good, but not good enough to go into red. Avian Sentry is just a solid flyer. I do like Calico Skin Witch. It gets some cards out of their hand in the late game, and it's a desperation blocker if you need one early on. But this set's really not too aggressive, so you're trying to do more of the late game payoff here. I think I'm gonna pick up this Skin Witch here to do some work. Here we have some we have a nice creature to get back already, so I think I'm gonna pick up the first Soul Savage. Nice card advantage. None of these are good. I guess I could just pick up, it looks like red might be open, but really all these cards aren't that great, so I'm gonna pick up this Blood Tallow Candle. It's a slow card. I think we'll have a lot of stuff to do with our mana already, so I'm just gonna pick up the clunky 6-drop. This is nice, that goes with it if we have artifacts to buy back, though we're not trying to. Valid Omnivore is a nice wheel for our deck. I'll take a second Cabal Paladin, even though we're getting a little fat on 4s already. We are not playing Rat Colony. Alright, let's see what we open here. Oath of Teferi is not Teferi, so we don't need it. It's a pretty weak pack for us, honestly. Song of Freyles is really good in a green, kind of go wide deck. Balduke is good with equipment. Fiery Intervention's a solid spell. This is a pretty disappointing pack, actually. for us. We don't need 2 Soul Savages, I don't think. Might just go for this kind of boring 2/1 flyer that can't block. Okay. Another kind of weak pack here. I think the pick is just going to be this messy unicorn. I don't think we're going to have a lot of things to sacrifice in this type of deck to make Blood Litter just good. We already have a Elephant. Goblin Barrage is good. I think I'm going to go unicorn now. Okay, now this is something I can get behind. So it's a 3/3. You can buy back an artifact from the graveyard, and right now we'll have a few. And then whenever we cast a historic spell, this thing gets a counter. I think this is going to be solid in our deck. We can pick up some historic stuff moving forward. I think I like the first Gideon's Reach over the first one, Grace Alkalite. We have some high end already, and this is nice removal, which we're a little light on right now. Ooh, now this is a sick pickup. Arvad. Other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2. So right now that's and gain lifelink. No. Get +2/+2. So right now that's only good for Ariel. But it's in our colors. It's a good card on its own without a lot of synergies. Here, I don't think we're trying to go wide, so I think I'd rather have this Stronghold Confessor over the Sergeant at Arms. Yeah, 3/3 Menace, which is solid. I think I like the first Fungal Infection. It could do some work in this set. We can go for another Cabal Paladin and just kind of... we don't have a lot of things to sack. The Omnivore or whatever it's called. Yeah. Here, we'll pick up a second Soul of Salvage. But I think we'll still only run. We'll pick up 2 drops in case we need some early plays. We'll pick up another Soul Savage with a Cabal. Okay, not much to talk about here. Ooh! Damn, this is a good card. You can basically get 2 4/4 flyers for 7, or just a 4/4 flyer for 4 if you need to. But we're very far away from running red, so we're just going to do Blessed Light, which is a very solid removal spell. Nice unconditional removal of creatures. Here, our curve is pretty fat on 4 drops, so we're going to probably lose some of those. So I don't really want to pick up another Aven Sentry. I think Deathbloom Fallet is good. Can kind of gunk up the ground a bit, grades, and leave something behind, which is nice. I think I'm going to go for the Urguros here. We have some legendary creature payoffs. We have Cabal Paladin. A nice flyer. We don't need 4 Cabal Paladins, though we can maybe make every historic thing we drop do lots of damage. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now, which isn't insignificant, but I think just creating fodder on the ground might be good. Can slow things down. Gives us some sacrifice to this. Not the most amazing thing ever. They're soldiers and not knights, so they don't work with Ariel. I'm actually a little torn here. Invoke the Divine I remember being really good in this set. But I think just a land that can double as a spell is always nice. Here, we'll pick this. Oh my god, how much red can be in a pack? Picking up a Spartan Construct. Not sure if we're going to play it. Oh man. Red, this was a pack for red. Fight with Fire and the dragon thing. We have no means of splashing or fixing. We don't have really great enchantments here, but we'll take the second Stronghold Confessor. Doubt we'll play 2 though. I do like seeing another Cult of Cavalry. I will cut. I think we should cut this Omnivore at this point. I don't think we're gonna play that, but okay, let's get the deck building. I don't think we're picking up anything here that's worthwhile discussing. So I think red might have been more open. I kind of stuck to my first pick, and we'll see if that was a mistake or not. But I think we ended up with a pretty solid deck. We got not a ton of removal, but I think enough. Actually, maybe we don't have enough. We've got Blood Tallow Candle, which works with a lot of our historic synergies, so I'm going to keep it in. I think we're going to lose Thallid Omnivore. We got too much on the 4-drop spot. And no, we can probably buy back something good with Excavator Element. I think Windgrace Alkalite is going to be a little better. But maybe not. I mean, this can buy back Wanderer. We only have 3 targets. Yeah, let's get that out of here. And then I don't think we're going to need this Dread Skeleton. That's not what we're trying to do. And I think here this is looking pretty good. We have 1 more black than white, which I think is going to be fine. It looks pretty split, and we have 1 double black card. Cabal Paladin, maybe we can get some work done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 historic cards. So, you know, if there's 2 out and we can get a couple down, that's, you know, 8 damage right there. I think this is going to look okay. The game plan, obviously, is to maybe just go get Ariel going off, get some value out of Arvad or Ugros, and then buy them back with Soul Salvage, and maybe be somewhat aggressive early on, tap some things down, get some damage in with Cabal. I think that's going to be the game plan here. I don't really recall how all the archetypes go down. I know there's blue-red wizards. I know there's like kind of a rampy kicker, green, red, flyers, and like historic stuff for white, blue, which was an annoying deck to play against. We are a little light against flyers. Well, we got 3 knights in our opening hand, and Ariel is one of them, plus 1 land away from being able to cast it. So I'm going to try to hold on to the Skin Witch. I don't think there's much benefit from dropping it early unless it seems like they have a more aggressive deck, in which case we should get it out there just as a blocker to keep us alive. If Ariel gets to survive for just a few turns, I think that changes the tide of the game, more or less. I think we might bait out some removal by playing Cabal Paladins first. We'll see how this goes down, what colors they are, etc. Yeah, let's go, Yakko. Okay. That they are in need. Oh. Well, maybe we can snipe that with the Skin Witch. So we're going to definitely hold that. Not that that's a permanent solution. They're going to ramp to it real fast too. Oh, man. Well, I'm assuming they would maybe be doing that now. We have an equally slow draw here, so I'm just going to hope they don't have removal and get Ariel down, because I think we need to start beating in as soon as possible. Because they're going to have a Multani out already. Just going to come down as a 6/6 maybe this turn. Okay, well, good news is I think they would have... I think they would have played it if they could have last turn. Really? Why would they not play it? Maybe they didn't want to play into the removal? They have instant removal for this. I think this thing would be dead immediately. Maybe they have the 4-cost sorcery removal. Or maybe they're just going to drop Mutani and say our creature's better than yours. They have 7 lands out right now. I can make this a 6/6. Reach Trample. Okay, that's fine. If I can get Lifelink here, I might be able to race this. What do we want to do? So we can go wide with this and then tap and kill this. That doesn't really do too much. Altani is going to be the problem here. I think we got to just drop Arvad, and then we can trade for this. Oh man, it's such a crazy card. Why is it so busted? Why do we have to run into it? Literally the first match. Oh, that eviscerate. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. That's fine. Okay, this isn't a terrible swing of health. We can snipe their last 2 cards with Skin Witch if they don't play anything. And then we'll have... this is awkward with so many 4-drops, though. I mean, how do we win this here? We can't race this. So we're going to go up to 16. They hit with this. We go down to 9. Maybe we can swing back. Go up to 12. They hit with this. Go down this. I mean... as long as our Avog survives and we snipe their next 2 cards and they don't draw much. If they are holding a land, they can get onto the battlefield with their Land of War Scout, which will make Multani even bigger. Okay, that's not as scary as I was expecting. Okay, so we got their own Skin Witch. So it sucks that even a land draw is pretty good for them. We can make our rod maybe be the thing that keeps us alive here, and then maybe we can start multiple blocking, things like that. Let's swing with our rod, and then I think we play a Call the Cavalry. Looks at this as trample. And the next turn, maybe we can get out another Call the Cavalry and a Death Flume Thallid and get some work done. We might just start chumping here because adding 1 damage isn't going to do too much. And I think saving 3 life is, or might be meaningful here. We got to draw our Instant Exile card here. That would be nice. And this thing goes away. And we can't buy it back. And then I think we're in command. Arctic Wanderer is good. I think it uses our mana the most efficiently. It's nice that these are vigilant. We can kill this, drop Arctic Wanderer, then double block this. I think that's fine. These things have vigilance. I'm okay if they double block here and trade. If they have a land, we can't... oh, interesting. I like the fact that this is trample. Maybe we won't. Okay, so it's going to be an 8/8. The question is, do we take this completely? Or do we try to trade off? So if we try to trade off, they could drop down the land. They wipe out all 3 of ours. This thing goes back to the graveyard. They buy it and they put it back. And then it's a good blocker. I don't think we do that. There are spells that can do 4 damage here. But now we're threatening a good amount. And we can get our defenses pretty high. So I think we gotta risk it and just take it. They could have a pump spell and we'll die to it. Looks like they might have 1 more land. Oh, well. They have it. What can you do? I mean, I think our best chance of actually winning that game was to not keep on chumping Multani. We needed to have some pressure on the board. And if we threw 1/2/2 in front of it, it would have probably, it wouldn't have killed us, but you know, what can you do? Well, this is kind of an awkward hand. I think we could do better. This is not too great, but we gotta find a swamp. Come on, swamp me. Nice. Okay. get back some of our value that we missed out for mulliganing with our Soul Savage. We need to find some of our stronger cards. This hand isn't going to do it against any decent draw. We'll figure it out. Figure it out for sure. Hopefully I don't have single bay here, but I can't just keep on not playing things. Okay, so if we can get this pressure on the board, we need to find our lands here. Maybe fungal infection will give us a nice trade-off if they play something that isn't a great blocker. That's nice. We still can't add to the board, but we're getting closer to our better cards. Not sure what they're doing at their hand. But I'm okay passing here. Aha. That makes things a little difficult. They can only flash in historic spells, which is nice. I mean, it's possible that they get something here, but okay. So then we can play this, and if they want to counter that, that's fine. If not, we're winning this race still. So they're gonna flash something in right now. Let's see what they got. Okay, so they're returning that with kicker. That's fine. We can't do much. Okay, they're gonna swing it for 3. Not much we can do there. All their spells can't be historic. That's fine. That's something we can chump block pretty easily. So here I think we just get our Windgrace Alkalite out. We hit for 1, they go down to 10. We have 4 on board. They swing back for 7, we go down to 7. We get Blessed Light if we draw a land, or we can Devenant Trapper plus Fungal Infection to chump this the next turn. I think that gives us the best odds here. I don't think we have benefits from milling ourselves. So I'm just gonna. Nope. Oh, we don't get to choose. Okay. Well, that's fine. If they have some removal for this, and then we get hit for 7 down to 10, that's gonna hurt, which is what's happening. Pardeck Wanderer actually can block this Cold Water Snapper. I'm not too worried about that, but we did not draw for that. So now I think we just maybe get rid of this and take 1 more hit. Or we can set up a double block. Yeah, I'm gonna keep up the pressure in the air. I'm gonna do the Trapper now. And then, oh wait, we can't Fungal Infection this, so let's do the Messy Unicorn. If they offer the trade here, I think I'll take it, because we have Blessed Light to deal with their flyer. We can buy back some things if we just need to gum up the ground. Let's see what they do. Maybe they bounce one of our things. Maybe they pump this. Nope. Okay, well that makes me feel a little better. We gain some life back. We're not too far behind on board. I wouldn't mind drawing more land at this point. Gives us more. Ooh, nice. We're gonna get back our bot with Soul Savage now. Okay, that's nice. So I think we just Blessed Light this. Hit in for 1. They have a counter here, we're in trouble, but we can't soul salvage. We can soul salvage, get back Unicorn and Arvad. Play Unicorn and then double block this if they attack. That doesn't seem very good. I think we Blessed Light on their turn. If they have a counter, we at least waste their mana. Why you selected my lands, bruh? Well, they have something. Yeah. So they could have played that on their turn, and this isn't even wasting mana. So now we go down to 2. And I think we're in trouble. Okay, so we got 6. What can we do? We could kill this. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do, actually. I think we soul salvage the Unicorn and Arvad. Play the Unicorn. Leave up Fungal Infection, and then we get Fungal Infection this next turn. Double block the Hominid Explorer, and maybe chump block this and give us a turn. I like that better than playing Ugaros because it's a little more. Well, we got the preemptive good game here. Okay, we're not dead yet. A bold statement. You're a good game. I guess if they don't attack on the ground, we're dead. So if we played this, we wouldn't have had the messy Unicorn out. They would have done this to this. This thing would still be a 1/1 flyer, but then they swing with everything. Oh, whoa, aggressive your goal. Fuck you, Sickle. Piece of shit diamond player. Ugh. This deck is not performing as I had hoped. I've been having a rough go at it in drafts lately. And it's not because I've been playing better players, I don't think. I don't know if I'm just not focusing well while drafting or if my play is getting sloppy. This I'm going to blame the fact that I haven't played the set in a bit. I forget all the cards that are floating around it. I wonder if there's a place where we should have gone to red earlier to take advantage of that busted third pack. I think we end up with good stuff. We're a little light on removal, considering we're black-white. We don't have any eviscerates. We don't have any of the uncommon removal. Ugh. I got new lighting, so that's good, right? I'm not all washed out anymore. It's actually a really simple setup. I just have a white wall behind my computer anyway. And I'm like right up against it. So I just got these 2 bright lights that bounce at the wall. And now it's just coming back at me with this nice, soft, good lighting. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. Let's see what they do here. Okay, well. We can buy back anything with Soul Savage, so. That's fine. There's really... I think I'm going to wait, in which case I should have played Memorial to Glory. I don't know what having a 1/1 Menace is going to do. It's not really going to pressure them. So we'll drop this now. We didn't get punished for it, too bad. Archaeologist. We can turn target artifact, which we won't have. Looks like they're going to ramp. They don't know we have the Blessed Light, which is nice. Here, we just go into the Sarah Disciple. It's weird it would tap like that, considering we have the Stronghold Confessor in hand. Maybe because it like values this ability more. Let's swing and get out our Daring Archaeologist. They won't have counters. They could put another land in play if they have something. They don't know we have this Blasted Light, so if they're ramping to something busted, like Multani, that'd be nice to take care of it. We always have Soul Savage, so we could just get 2 things back next turn if we want. We could drop this as a 3/3 with Menace. That's fine. Honestly, it's kind of a waste of that card. There we go. Now we could Blessed Light that. Are they only holding a land? Would this pause if they didn't have a land card? I'm not sure. Not really worth buying back Skin Witch at this point. We can't play in the same turn, so I think I'm okay just dropping the Stronghold Confessor as a 3/3 with Menace. I'm not sure if he keeps pausing because of Land of War Scout or not. Okay, now we got some pressure on board. It looks like they keep on highlighting over my things here. 3/2 flyer gains them some life, is a little annoying. Oh man, those are 3 busted draws in a reward that they would have had. Busted as in bad. That's a nice draw. I'm going to offer the trade. Oh, I should have played this first because this thing grows. I'll still offer the trade since we have Soul Savage. Doesn't really change the equation though. If this is a 4/4, they just double block and then we still just eat the Windgrace Acolyte. Doesn't mean I shouldn't have played it better though. Now we're gonna hold on to the Soul Savage, so we can buy back Ariel. Yep. Oh, they're getting aggro now. Okay, let us play. Get that down. If they have another removal spell, so be it. You can put some good pressure on the board. Okay, well that was a. They didn't really have much going on in their side. I think us getting their legendary flyer was a big hit to them, and then they just didn't have the board presence on the ground to stop our moderately sized attackers. All right. Okay. We can make this a comeback for sure. I think our deck is solid. But maybe there's a oh man, I can't drink water. Maybe there's an archetype that's like being just passed along by bots that people know about. and then you can just get busted decks in like blue-red or something like that. I do not read much about such things. I try to draft appropriately, but I have a feeling my drafting wasn't perfect. I think I stuck a little too hard. Maybe it would have been right just to pick up the Icy Manipulator, honestly. It's a no color card. Keeps you wide open. It's still really good. Lobo? Do you think it's Lobat or Lobo? I like Lobo better. This is a solid hand. If we can wait to play our Daring Archaeologist till after we sack our Blood Tallow, that might be cool. Yeah, we don't have a 2-drop, so I'd rather just get this out, and then we can play Blood Tallow on turn 2. And if we draw a 2-drop, Blood Tallow can wait. It's not really doing too much. Might be nice to sandbag it till after we play Daring Archaeologist, actually. Then this gets a counter. I forgot about that. Another black-green deck. I didn't want to sandbag it, after all. Would have been nice to draw that messy unicorn last turn, though. We can get pretty wide if they're a little slow on the board. We get our Call of the Cavalry going. This can maybe just attack into whatever they play here. If it doesn't have 4 toughness. Nice. I will trade for that. Happily. It makes me feel okay playing Call of Cavalry here. Now we're just 2 turns away from getting something of theirs that's decently sized. So maybe we can just keep their board presence bad and pressure them a bit. We can go wide with this at some point too. Not that we have a lot of payoffs for going wide. Ooh, a 3rd color. So they could drop something beefy here. Okay, it's just a removal spell. Not too bad. They use premium removal on a 3-drop. That's whatever. Oh, they're gonna get aggressive? Alright, that's how it's gonna be. Ooh, I think I like playing the 3/3 Menace here. Because then we could Blood Tallow Candle something next turn. They got Fungal Infection. That's fine. They get a trade. A card for half a card. Not the end of the world. Let's play the Wanderer. They don't know we have an extra land, so maybe they will. I'm sure they're gonna sandbag some of their better cards to not play into Blood Tallow Candle, but we can keep the pressure on if that's what they do. Now we can back in with our Knight. And then drop Unicorn and Archaeologist. I'm going to Archaeologist first, just in place they have Syncopate. I'd rather the Unicorn get canceled, get countered. This Blood Tallow Cannon makes it a little awkward for them. That's fine. Because now we just Blood Tallow Candle this and get in, right? I mean... That really doesn't do much for them. We can go wide with Memorial to Glory, so maybe if they don't have a creature to play here, they're going to be in trouble. Luckily, we're... what are they doing? They were looking at their graveyard. Is there an instant that can bring things back from the graveyard? Oh, I don't know the set that well. What could it be? We'll see what it is. Okay, that's not too bad. They're gonna put away our 3/3. That's fine. We still get to do 4 to their face. And then we can... I thought you could only do that every time you could do a sorcery, but I guess not. Alright. Wonder why they're looking at their graveyard. I wonder. Alright, here we go. Let's get this going on a roll. Okay, I'm gonna try to drink again without messing this up. I did it. I did it. I hydrated without choking. Okay, Maj. We need to find black, but I think we're okay. We have the turn 2 play. Gains us some life. I really want to go swamp into something. That's fine, we can attack into that, gain some life. Okay. All these planes are not ideal. Black-red has a lot of removal, if I recall correctly. Okay, that's still not a great turn for them. Come on, black. Come on, swamp. Nope. Obviously, we're color screwed. We can drop Arvad, which is nice. They've got... Well, who knew I was going to run into that? That's fine. They just attack, equip this and attack. I think I'm okay with that. We just need to find a swap or something we can play. Nice. Okay, I think I'm going to go... I think I'm going to sandbag Arvad. Put this down. I mean, we can always buy it back with Soul Savage, but I want to bait out the removal. I'd rather not have to go through the motions of buying back Arvad and then... well, maybe that conservativeness got me. Okay, let's drop Arvad now. They have another removal, so be it. We can only single spell a turn, which is kind of frustrating. Obviously, we don't block here. Oh, they got another removal. It would appear, at least, from their highlighting. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's attack and see what happens here. Okay, well, if they didn't have removal for this, I thought they'll have removal for this. Or if they do have removal, now they have to choose which one to use it on. It looks like they might have another Get-To Chronicler, because it looked like they wanted to cast something, but then they realized that, yeah, it looks like they didn't realize that they didn't have 2 mountains, but now they get to buy back. These are both legendary creatures, so the cast down isn't that good, and Fervent Strike gets significantly worse if you know it's coming. Okay, this is really nice. There's no way we can attack with Arvad. If they double block, we could kill them both actually. Fungal Infection, they don't die. So actually, this is kind of nice. So let's attack with both. It'd be great if they block with just this one, yeah. Nice. Okay, this is looking good. They get a discard a card. Nice. And now I feel better playing out my Death Bloom. Alternatively, we could... Yeah, let's save that for when our better cards die. This still does something on the board. We have 2 really good cards to buy back with Soul Salvage, and it looks like they're They're a little light on removal, or else they would have used it last turn, I think. So that doesn't do much for them. I mean, they're on a 2-turn clock in the air, and they're going to have to discard a card if they hold one in their hand. So I think we're looking pretty good here. Even if they find removal, we can start swinging in of everything, buy back Urgoros. And then they lose both their board to blocking Arvad. Yep, so I think we're just getting in the air here. And then we could do this end of their turn and just go really wide. We don't need the mana for anything. Unless they remove something, then we'll want the 8 mana if it's Arvad. And if we draw another, we'll want the 9 so we can Soul Salvage and get Urgoros back on. But we don't need to. All right. Breaking into those 430s. Salvaging this draft somewhat. Ooh, I remember that card. What a busted card that is. Okay, it'd be nice to get one more win, because then we can... No, I'm sorry. We need 2 more wins to do another draft out of gems. That's the goal. Let's get 2 more wins. Oh. I like Dominaria. I think I like playing War still. I would prefer that stayed on the ranked queue. I know I can do the best of 3, which I might do at some point. I think it's more efficient for winning gems and whatnot. And I like the art of sideboarding, which is going to be my memoir when I'm old and dying and have lots of wisdom to bestow upon everyone. The whole theme's going to talk about how I play different cards throughout life to adjust for my obstacles in front of me. I think it could sell. Man. Downsides of being a mythic. Not that impressive. But it really does take a long time to find matches ever since you cross that border, because I think they try to find mythic, and then they try to find diamond, and then they try to find platinum. It doesn't say that outright, but that's what I think. I'm going to lead off with the Memorial to Glory here, because even if they play something we could kill or get them with fungal infection on turn 2, we don't have a 2-drop, so we could just do that as our turn 2 play. And I just want to get our mana going, especially with Partic Wanderer in hand. Our opponent mulligan, and I think they put it on the bottom, and they're on the play, so we just have to find a little bit of action and make some reasonable resource equivalent trades, and you maybe ride some card advantage out to victory this time around. There we go. Always with the blue-white. Nice. I guess there's a little bit of risk in not doing it on our turn, but maybe they go to enchant this or something. I think we're gonna have fungal infection here. If they have syncopate for 2, I'm okay with them using it against my fungal infection as opposed to something stronger. That's fine. We'll play our own 3-drop. Pass. Soul Salvage is nice. Once we get some of our better creatures in the graveyard, we have to draw them first. I don't really want to trade off this. Ooh, that art's pretty cool, actually. Okay, well then they give us, again, they're getting real aggressive here. They're gonna get a couple of huts in with this probably, but hopefully we could stabilize. We do need to draw some. We're not blocking next turn. I don't think we need a Soul Savage just yet. Uses our mana and gives us a turn to play. Maybe we do. Yeah, it gives us something to do next turn. I think I am gonna just get that back. It's a shame if we draw some of our better creatures and they remove them, but if we just don't do something for another turn and they add to the board, something we can't just chump block. Okay, well that's unfortunate. So if they counter this, we have Particle Wanderer to drop next turn, so I think I'm okay running this out. Let's attack first. They might have a counter here. Okay, that's nice. So they can get back a creature with this. Okay, so now I think we can go into I think I like going into Trapper followed by Disciple, and the next turn when we draw Particle Wanderer, we'll have a pretty nice attack set up. We could tap down a bad blocker, or a blocker that's bad for us, and then get it for an extra 2 here. Maybe our bot could trade for something really strong and not Deathbloom Thallid. I think it's up for a pretty nice turn. Deathbloom Thallid is good. I forgot how annoying 3 power is. Okay, so they're gonna bounce something. Probably gonna be Arvad. No? Interesting. Okay. So now I don't think we wait. We'll drop this and then get in for 2 in the air. I think if they had removal, they would have used it on Arvad last turn. Maybe not. It wasn't really threatening too much on the board, I guess. But Particle Wanderer is nice, threatening. I am saying threatening a lot. My friend pointed that out. He was watching my my videos. Okay, so I'll sandbag this. This is actually a pretty nice play for us. I'll do that. Play this. Sandbag the plains to discard too. We want to probably tap this down. Maybe we tap the flyer so we get in with our Disciple. But I like if they want to trade for Wanderer now, they have to throw their Ugros in there. And now we're getting to the point where we can out race them. They can always buy this back. Oh, that's really interesting. That's interesting that they traded that just to save 2 damage. I mean, I know they could buy something back, but I don't know what they would be interested in bouncing. If we don't draw action next turn, we could sack Memorial to Glory and maybe we get really aggressive. They might want to attack with this, but it leaves themselves open to some damage in the air. I don't care about losing this plains. Honestly, we'll just sandbag anything in our hand that isn't too great, because I'd rather them not draw into something that can get them out of this situation. Not that it's looking dire for them. When you draw a historic card here, it'll be a big deal. All they're thinking about doing is getting this back from the graveyard. That's not bad for us at all. Removal would be bad for us, but maybe at this point, this is where we send in Arvad. Gains us back some life. It gets a blocker out of the way. Oh, man. That's a big deal. Okay, well that makes a big difference here. Okay, at least it's something we could sandbag. So we'll do this and we'll hit for 3 in the air. I don't really want to throw Arvad away, but we might have to just to gain the life and get a blocker out the ground. They don't really have a great creature to buy back, which is nice. Man, that was such a good card. What is it? They got to kill something and bring something back and bounce something for 5. Oof. It looks like they got some decisions to make, so it's a little worrisome. Maybe they're doing calculations on the racing. Well, they have decided something. Yeah, that's not good. It's a blocker and it's something we can't kill in the air. This is not looking good for us. That is good. I don't think we attack with Arvad yet. Okay. Because if we attack with this, what, they just block here, we gain 3 life. They lose that, but they get one chump blocker. What are we going to do if they attack in the air? I think we trade here and we just take 3. Yeah, I think we're still be a little patient here. They have removal for Windgrace Alkalite. It's going to start looking rough because then they swing with both. We have to chump block something. We don't have to, but we probably do. This thing can't block. It's just a useless glider skeleton. I want to be distracted by my phone so I don't have to think about how this game's going to end. What could we draw? Blood Dowel Candle would be nice. Oh, this is interesting. They're going to try Threaten Lethal here. I guess we don't have great blockers for these things. Guess we do this. And then we can swing in with Arvad, maybe. Or they could buy it back and play it the following turn. I'd be very surprised they don't have a ground blocker here or something that they would be more willing to trade with Arvad for. But we can't just keep on taking damage and not doing anything. Okay, well, they returned to 2 blue. At least they can't play them, but we know they can bounce something next turn, which is unfortunate. So they can bounce our Windglaze and then attack him with both of these. We do get to replay it and gain 3 life, which is nice. That's good enough to play out. It's good pressure on the board, so let's do that. They're going to get to draw a card next turn. But they're going to put down their defenses in the air to do so. I'm assuming they're going to attack with this, play this, or they're going to play this, bounce our Windgrace, and attack with this. But we get to gain the life back. Oh no, because they bounce this, we have to discard it. Shit. I mean, there's nothing we can do. We can't just run this into the 3/4. That's the play they did? Why would they do that? Are they trying to buy back their... Okay. I like my play better. I like playing Journey Mage, bouncing the 3/2, and then making us discard it with Ugros. Because it gets a stronger creature on board. And it definitely like makes us discard a card, and then they could save the kicker for something. Gross is good. I guess we play it. We get the trigger, but now they're just gonna do the same thing here. Doing an extra 2 near than we're sacking something for. Ugh, this is so bad. They didn't see it last play, so maybe they didn't see it this play. Maybe they're too scared to attack with this, with our 2 creatures out and them kind of low on life with the Cabal Paladin out. Even if they bounce this, they might not attack. If they bounce this and then attack with this, we'll definitely chump block here, because I want the 4/3 over the 1/1 pretty badly, and it's another 2-point damage trigger. So it is, I guess it is a tougher situation for them than I thought originally. They could kill our token. Yeah, I'm okay with this. They can attack with their 3/2. I think I take the 3 here. I don't really want to lose. Oh man. Oh baby. Well, we gotta do this. Because if we play this out, do 2 to them. Yeah, we need a blocker. This does 2. This thing can't block, so we're gonna send that in. And then maybe we can if they're too scared to attack with this, we will trade off. Then if we draw like our Blood Tallow Candle, we can play our Cabal Paladin. And then play that and get them with the triggers. So we have outs here, I think. If they make this unblockable and then swing it to everything, we'll have to give away our... Okay, that's fine. They could buy back their Ugros. We trade off here. Oh, that's right. Well, we're going down to 1, I think. Or we could jump here. I think I like that better. Okay. Come on, historic card. One time. We have one more artifact. No, it's out already. So I think we have only one historic card left in our deck because we had 6 and there's 4 in our graveyard and 1 in play. So we need the we can always sack this and get 2 blockers on the ground actually, which might be the better play than this Cabal Paladin. I'm assuming they're gonna sack this and return this thing to the hand so they can play next turn and have a blocker for this. Or they're just gonna raise their life to 10. Come on. Okay, well, we can double spell this turn, which is nice, and then we have some good chump blockers. I mean, they're not chump blockers. We could trade for stuff. We don't really want to trade for this, though, because then they can buy it back. And well, if they sack this and buy it back, they have to sack more creatures. They're going to not have too many to sack. This is something we have to consider if we want to trade with this or not. I think we just chump because next turn we can get 2 more chump blockers on the ground. If they have more historic things to cast, that's going to be bad for us. If I was them, I would sack this and get back Ugaros, which might have been even the better plan. I guess they were scared of us having a... Oh man, they can gain life by sacking this thing now. This life gain is a problem. They would have been in trouble. Oh, nice. Okay. No attacks. I like that. And a life linker. And we can still sack our Memorial to Glory. So this is really great for us. I don't think they could kill us if they bring back the Journey Mage and bounce something. Sack this and gain 2 life, but I would be very surprised if they don't sack something at this point to bring back Ugaros. Next turn they're dead if we find a historic card, play it, and then hit in with Glider. Yeah. That makes sense to me. So we know what their play is this turn at least, most likely. So we might have to attack with the Unicorn into something. The problem is they could block and sack something to this. I don't think we need all of our mana, so I'm going to sack Memorial to Glory at end of turn here. Oh, that's right. Keep on forgetting about that. Now we're in dire straits. We draw... Oh, wait a second. If we draw a Blood Fallow Candle, we can not win this turn. They could still sack this and gain life, even if we kill this and attack in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we need all of our land to do that. And what are these 2 things doing? I think Blood Tallow Candle. Yeah, okay. So maybe they won't see this line. I mean, it doesn't matter if we gain 2 life at this point anyway. Maybe they'll misclick. Even if we went wide on 2, it wouldn't matter. They're not low enough. I think that's the end of this draft. It was educational. It was solid still, I think. It's unfortunate it didn't go our way. But alas, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you decide where the wind blows, and sometimes the wind blows you its own way. Or some shit like that. And now they sack... I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if I gain 2 life, it doesn't matter. I was just wanting to see if they weren't going to block. But here we are. Oh well. So we went, what, 3 and 3? Not the worst I've ever done. But certainly not the best. Anyway, YouTubers, catch us next time. Hopefully we go more than 50%. But I'll be playing more Dominaria. And I'll probably go back and forth between this and Best of 3 War Spark for a little bit. With that said, thanks for watching. Florida Men, over and out. Like, subscribe, comment, follow me at Twitch. Thank you, and good night.